Battle with David Reed of Philadelphia facing Alfredo 듀베르gal of Cuba. Started it off. Fighting for the gold in the light middleweight division at 156 pounds. 듀베르gal, a southpaw, began boxing at the age of 11, says he'll eventually become a boxing coach. David Reed has benefited from a favorable draw surging through his 4 bouts.
He has looked very, very impressive. He's shown us 2 different styles. Early on, he was more of a slugger. In the last 2 bouts, he has boxed more. He and 듀베르gal have never met each other, primarily because even though Reed has a lot of international amateur experience, he was in the 147-pound weight division just this past year, moved up to 156, and it was a very profitable move for him. He's much better at this weight class, even though some people doubted it.
And 듀베르gal got here with 4 impressive wins, including a 28-19 slugfest. You can hear the chant for USA with a minute gone by in this opening round. Also, 듀베르gal, a taller version of his Cuban teammate Juan Hernandez, who, as it turns out, is 3-0 lifetime against David Reed.
Reed had Hernandez as his nemesis in the 147-pound division. The difference, though, is that Hernandez, I believe, is much quicker with his hands and also gives you much more of a lefty style. I think that 듀베르gal is much better for Reed because Reed can land the straight right and the lead left, which he couldn't do against Hernandez.
Just past the midway point of this first round for the gold in the light middleweight division at 156 pounds.
듀베르gal doing very well on the inside there against Reed. Al Mitchell told Reed to move in and out, land his shots, and then get outside. He may have stayed too long in there with 듀베르gal, although David Reed has the ability to slug on the inside. Missed the right hand, Marvin. He told me yesterday, I think I can land that right hand. I believe that's one punch I can get in against 듀베르gal. It hasn't been effective here in round 1.
So the caution against 듀be르gal for a push.
듀be르gal has been very quick here in round 1. His hand speed is better than I've seen it in other bouts.
And the light middleweight division has been won by a Cuban at each of the last 2 Olympics in which they have competed in 1992 and 1980. Remember, Cuba boycotted both the 84 and 88 games. We're final seconds of this first round. David Reed of Philadelphia, Alfredo 듀베르gal of Cuba. David Reed claims he does not feel the pressure, although like Oscar De La Hoya back in '92, he is the only United States boxer in the finals.
An edge for 듀베르gal, as it should be in the first round. He was very effective on the inside against Reed and continues early in this round to be that way. Reed has had a hard time getting away from the counter punches of 듀베르gal. That's a little bit of a surprise to me.
That right hand sent Reed stumbling. U.S. coach Al Mitchell has been harping on the point that the first round is so important. United States boxers right throughout the Olympics getting off to slow starts.
And Reed has been an exception to that rule, but here finds himself at least a little bit behind. You know, he has faced a southpaw in this tournament, Pavel Polakovic.
Oh, a strong left hand, and it leads to a standing 8. 듀베르gal connecting with the left hand. Remember, 3 standing 8s and or a knockdown in 1 round, 4 for the bout, and the bout is stopped.
It's interesting, as I was pointing out, that he faced another lefty who gave him a little bit of trouble. 듀베르gal lands the straight left, which of course is the punch from a left-hander that is difficult for a right-hander to deal with. Reed is not cutting off the ring. He is following 듀베르gal around, and putting himself in position to get hit with yet another counterpunch. David Reed has been so effective in this tournament, in these Olympics. This is the first moment that we've actually seen him a little bit befuddled and not able to deal with the style of the opponent in front of him.
And this crowd of 9,300 here at the Alexander Memorial Coliseum trying to get Reed going. Coming up on 1 minute left in the second round. Another good left from Duverhel.
David Reed is underusing the left hook and is not getting on the inside, and that's the reason why he's doing poorly in this bout. It is quite apparent now he cannot box Duverhel from the outside. They thought he might be able to. He's going to have to get right inside and rip those hooks to Duverhel if he has any hope of winning.
And again, Duverhel effective. He has been scoring with the left hand.
His last effort, Duverhel's last effort, was not a good one. In his semifinal match, he was taken to the limit, had a very, very tough time winning, and some thought that made him suspect for this match. This is the best effort Duverhel has given in the Olympics, period.
Showing confidence, has the hands down. He's able to move in and out. As David Reed has had difficulty solving the style of the southpaw Alfredo Duverhel.
You know, Reed is a power puncher, and he's going to need that because he might need to knock out Duverhel to win, or certainly may need to create some standing 8 counts and hurt him.
Caution against Duverhel for actually make contact with the wrist. As this second round concludes.
A left-hander that is difficult for a right-hander to deal with. Reed is not cutting off the ring. He is following Duverhel around and putting himself in position to get hit with yet another counterpunch. David Reed has been so effective in this tournament, in these Olympics. This is the first moment that we've actually seen him a little bit befuddled and not able to deal with the style of the opponent in front of him.
And this crowd of 9,300 here at the Alexander Memorial Coliseum trying to get Reed going. Coming up on 1 minute left in the second round. Another good left from Duverhel.
David Reed is underusing the left hook and is not getting on the inside, and that's the reason why he's doing poorly in this bout. It is quite apparent now he cannot box Duverhel from the outside. They thought he might be able to. He's going to have to get right inside and rip those hooks to Duverhel if he has any hope of winning.
And again, Duverhel effective. He has been scoring with the left hand.
His last effort, Duverhel's last effort, was not a good one. In his semifinal match, he was taken to the limit, had a very, very tough time winning, and some thought that made him suspect for this match. This is the best effort Duverhel has given in the Olympics, period.
Showing confidence, has the hands down. He's able to move in and out. As David Reed has had difficulty solving the style of the southpaw Alfredo Duverhel.
You know, Reed is a power puncher, and he's going to need that because he might need to knock out Duverhel to win, or certainly may need to create some standing 8 counts and hurt him.
Caution against Duverhel for actually make contact with the wrist. As this second round, and now Coach Al Mitchell told Reed, forget about boxing. In effect, he needs a stoppage. There's no way. He's down by the considerable margin. He was actually shut out on points in the second round. 8-zip. He's down 15-5, and Reed trying to move on to the attack.
And Al Mitchell told him, you have to throw the overhand right